Whew. All right, guys, what's going on? Welcome back to Chris's Sports Corner. Real quick, man. Hope everybody's having a great. Did I say great? A great Thursday, man. Real quick, man. Let's talk about it, man. The Los Angeles Lakers versus the Milwaukee Bucks. The Lakers, even though they did lose that last game to the Golden State Warriors, many people felt like, they ain't really played nobody. And that's kind of true. They really haven't, And so you want to see, for one, how would they respond against the Bucks, who's more than a formidable opponent. And you wanted to see, and I'm quite sure the Milwaukee Bucks and Milwaukee Bucks fans want to see how they stack up against a team like the Lakers. Now, again, this is early season form. This is not playoff form for either team, in my opinion. I think both of these teams going to be better than what they put on tonight. But tonight was a good game. And I think that, all in all, the stars came out to play. The stars came out to play. So we'll start with the Milwaukee Bucks. Giannis, 25 points. Middleton, 20 points. Lopez, 13 points. Drew Holiday, 22 points. DiVincenzo, 10 points. That's kind of what you expect. I mean, when all of your starters in double figures, you got to say, yeah, that's what you wanted, right? Like they starters came out, they played strong. I mean, Middleton wasn't as efficient as you would like, but he still played. He still gave you 20 points. Drew Holiday, who played the most minutes out of everyone, he gave you 22. Overall, I think that, the Milwaukee Bucks, I don't think they've hit form yet, honestly. They're not obviously not the team they was last year. And when you look at it, it's something happened with their bench. Like Brook Lopez, he's obviously a starter, but like his brother, he's not there. Augustine played Connaughton. Hope I'm saying his name right. He gave you 24 minutes and only 4 points. So they bench production. First of all, there were only nine in the rotation. No, it was 10 in the rotation. But you got double figures from all of your starters, and then your bench players at the only gave you 4 points. From the highest score from the bench was 4. That's not going to get it, especially a team with the depth of the Los Angeles Lakers. Giannis played pretty well. He gave you a double-double. He's a walking double-double. But to me, that the one thing that's glaring here is the drop-off from starters to bench. That bench production is abysmal. That was not good. They're not going to win many games like that. Now I'm just saying that right now, get that out of the way. With that bench play, they're not going to win many games like that because you're going to have to exhaust your starters. Maybe that was, part of the plan there, but I just don't see them being able to win many games playing that way. All right, now let's talk about these Los Angeles Lakers, man. Anthony Davis gave you 18 on 8 of 18, so he didn't have a very proficient night. He was on 8 of 18, 0 for 1 from the 3, 2 for 5 from the free throw line. I still feel like he ain't hit his stride yet, honestly. LeBron James, he led the team with 34 points. 13 of 25, 6 of 10 from the three-point line. So he gave you 6 threes, 2 for 2 from the free throw line. So he didn't get to the free throw line a lot. Gasol gave you 3, which is about what he's going to give you. Schroeder, I thought Schroeder did not play well tonight, and his numbers showed that 2 of 10, 4 points. He got to be better than that. That's 20% from the floor. That ain't gonna get it done right there nowhere. So that he got to play better. Contavious Caldwell-Pope, who has been quietly playing very good, he gave you 70%. He gave you 23 points. He was 7 of 10, 2 for 2 from the line. He played well. Marquise Morris gave you 1. He was 1 of 3. He didn't give you much. Kuzma, 2 of 6. Kuzma been really hitting the 3-ball this year. I think coming into this game he was over 40%. So you kind of expected a little bit more from him. Matthews, he played well. That's another key. I think it's important for him to play well. he gave you 6 points and 2 of 4. I mean, he wasn't outstanding, but you know he knocked down his 2 threes. So Alex Caruso only took 2 shots, 1 of 2 for 5 points. Montrezl Harrell, I thought he had a big game. He only gave you 12 points, but his energy was all over the place. He was all over there. He was putting in the work. He set a tone. And again, I go back, and even though I don't think Harrell or Schroeder had numbers that's going to blow anybody out of the water, but it's their energy, their effort, their drive is kind of what's kind of fueling the Lakers a little bit, because you know there's no championship hangover from those guys, including the Matthews. There's no championship hangover from those guys. They want a They want to hopefully have a championship hangover next year, but there's no championship hangover for this team this year. So, it's you know, their energy is so important to this team right now. Overall, man, when you look at this, I don't think the Lakers played a good game either. This was not a good game, but you got to learn to win the ugly game. Now, a lot of that is, you know, the Lakers, as well as the Bucks too. We talk about a team not having a good game, but at the same time, you got to give credit to the other team defense. You know, and that's just what it is. When you look at the fact that Anthony Davis 8 of 18. You know, Giannis had something to do with that. The Bucks defense had something to do with that. They got length, and Giannis and Lopez and Middleton. They got length, so of course, you know. So it wasn't an outstanding game. I think LeBron James did what he had to do, and you know, you're gonna need those nights from LeBron, where it's like, all right, LeBron gonna have to get us about 30, 35 tonight. It's gonna be ugly, you know. And tonight was one of those nights, and you know, luckily he was able to rise to the occasion and get it done. I'd have liked to see THT play tonight. He didn't play for some reason. But you know, the team gonna have to, you know, as the season get going, they're gonna start activating. I think LeBron is starting to get into it a little bit more now. He's starting to be more aggressive, and the key is for the team not just watch him be aggressive, but come along with him. I think that's when they'll start to ramp it up and start to really get into playing a Lakers style of basketball. I don't think it was a pretty game from neither team, but you know, if you're a Laker fan like I am, you know, hey, let's squeak out the victory. You know, let's not take the L. Let's not lose 2 in a row, as the Lakers claim. They never want to lose two games in a row. So let's squeak out the victory, but go back. A victory like this give you a lot to be desired. We got to get better. We got to do better. We got to work more. We got to fix this. What you notice is there's like, you know, besides Anthony Davis, you know, everybody, ain't no one taking a high number of shots. So it's not like, well, Schroeder just had a bad game. I don't know what to say about that. He just had a bad game. 2 of 10. That was bad. But for the most part, even though people's numbers are low, they're efficient for the most part. Kuzma wasn't that efficient tonight. But overall, man, I think this is about where you want to see the team start to pick it up and play together and start building a little momentum. But we got time, man. So we'll see how all this plays out. With that being said, guys, please like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Till next time, man, you guys be great.